Hey everyone, welcome back to Intuitive Motion. My name is Brian and I am so grateful that you're here today. So today I wanted to do another one of the kind of learn numbers with me segment that I'll be having on my channel. I don't know if I want to call it learn numbers with me. I was actually thinking about that earlier today and I was like, do I want to keep that as part of the name? I kind of think it's cool because it really makes it its own, like type of video, and it sets it apart from like the other videos that I will be posting on here. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. But today I wanted to cover another one of the angel numbers. I was really feeling drawn to do that this week, and I get a ton of angel numbers on a daily basis, like all throughout the day. And I'm getting messages for myself that really have helped me and empowered me and enlightened me. And so I want to keep doing these. I noticed that the last video I did on the angel numbers, people really liked. So I definitely want to keep it on the channel. And today I wanted to talk about angel number 3838. So we have threes again, which is really cool. At first, I had a different number in mind, and it was really similar to the last number I did. It was 1313, so literally like flipped. But I was like, no, I don't want to do that because it was like the same, pretty much the same numbers as before. But I was forgetting that firstly, the numbers are differently placed, and so it has a different meaning, even though it still has the qualities and energies of the ones and the threes. And then what I also forgot is that it's coming up again like that because it's something that we should be paying attention to. And so I'm going to stay true to the numbers that do come to me moving forward, and I'm not going to write off a number just because it's similar, like super similar to one that I've done in the past, because it obviously is coming up again because we need to really pay attention to certain things, or we could really utilize the qualities of those numbers in a different way. So I did choose a different number for this video, but in moving forward, I'm not going to, second guess or, push away the numbers that come towards me and come towards us, because they're there for a reason and they're so important. It doesn't matter what number it is. I could have gotten the same one, and I should stay true to that and do another video on 3131. If that was the number that I saw again, or 1313, or any numbers that come past me on my daily life. Now with angel number 3838, I want to get into that, but firstly I kind of want to go over what angel numbers are. Angel numbers are basically just signs from our spirit guides, or God, or the angels, whatever you align with and believe in the form of number sequences. And it's the best line of communication with the goal of, helping, enlightening, guiding, and most importantly, healing. The placement of the numbers are very important, but each individual number, and this I said in the last video, has its own meaning. So you can split up the numbers. So for example, we have 3838. You could, just take the qualities of the 3, or you could just take the qualities of the 8. You can also add the numbers together, like in, classic numerology, and make it into one number. This one would be double digits, so you can add those double digits up and make that into one number too. You can do so much with numbers. It's absolutely spectacular, and what it does for us too is so amazing and so healing. So I definitely will recommend again that you really pay attention to the numbers that you come across. And if you see number sequences that are repetitive, like you see it over and over again in different places at different times in different ways, that's something that you should definitely take note of. But yeah, like, angel numbers are such a helpful thing for me, and that is why I want to share the wealth because I really have acquired so much more emotional and even material abundance through the knowledge I've gained and through the advice I've gotten from angel numbers. It was something that I stayed true to and I trusted and really deeply believed in, with the bottom of my soul. And I tried to take proper action with the numbers and utilize them in my daily life. And I saw that it was really making some nice positive shifts for me. And I was really feeling like, and I'm still, to this day, feeling that growth and the ascension that comes with, the guidance and the energies of the angel numbers. So, really pay attention to those. They can help you so much at this time, especially. So with angel number 3838, it's a combination, or any combination of threes and eights, I should say, has the meaning of keep going. Prepare to take steps to increase your earning capacity. And this kind of ties into this overall theme of self-reflection and really looking into yourself and seeing what it is that you truly want and what you want to indulge all of your time into, if that makes any sense. If you have an idea of a new line of work, or even if it's just a hobby that you have been thinking about doing or diving into, I would really recommend doing that. And this angel number also supports that message, because it'll be worth your while. And you may not see it right away, but if you keep at it and you work hard and you stay determined and you keep your intentions and your goals alive, you will see the results that you are that you're looking for. And if it's just a hobby, it might turn into your life job or your career, or your deep passions that aligns with who you truly are. So I would definitely not write anything off anymore. I would stay as open as humanly possible to any changes that come in, or any new things that come up that you may not have thought you would try. Like, just give it a go and see what happens. And like I said, this number is supporting that so strongly with the double threes and the double eights. In light of the given circumstances, now is the time to reinvent ourselves. What do you actually want to be spending the rest of your life working on? Continue to ask yourself that question. Step outside of your comfort zone and be open, because the answers you desire are waiting for you to find them inside of you, which is sparked by what you're exposed to. You ask and can receive the answers you're searching for in any way possible. So after you put that out there, that question out there, and maybe you have to continue asking yourself this over time, just be open to receiving the answers that you're looking for, through maybe work, or through numbers even, or through anything. Don't write anything off. And if something comes to mind, in your inner voice, listen to that. Don't listen to your ego, which is holding you back and hindering you from, moving forward and stepping through that threshold and trying something out that is outside of your comfort zone. But listen to that inner voice that is pushing you to try something that is outside of your comfort zone. And like I said, you never know what might happen, and it will be worth your while. This is something that I'm working on right now, working on my YouTube channel. Trying to dive a little bit deeper in my social media and finding ways to spread light and spread love and spread positivity through as many of the outlets as possible. And staying strong and staying true to that, and not giving up just because I don't see results, or I don't see whatever it is I'm looking for right away. These things really do take time. And it takes time to heal, and it takes time to reinvent ourselves and truly find what it is that we want out of this life. But now is the time for us to sit down and ask ourselves these questions. What do I want? Am I content where I'm at with life right now? And if not, why not? And what can I do to work towards aligning more with, your happiness, with fulfillment, with emotional and material abundance, all of it. Everything that you want that is fulfilling to you, find a way to align with that. find a way to take necessary action. You can sit down and write this stuff out. Writing really has helped me over the last few months in terms of manifesting and getting organized and really prioritizing things. Um, I meditate. You can meditate on it. You can honestly find any way that you see comfortable where you can, just take a step back and take a deep breath and focus and concentrate so that you can, like, understand yourself better and understand what truly aligns with you. With the threes and the eights, I wanted to kind of go over, uh, each number individually and what the numbers mean, or I guess their strongest energies that tie into the number. So with number 3, we have creativity and self-expression, which, aids what I was saying before, and being creative and trying to find, how you can express yourself passionately and openly. And it's something that you love with your heart and soul. It's something that you wake up happy to go and do every day, happy that you get to do every day. Number 3 has to do with communication with others and communication with yourself. Are you asking yourself how you're doing? Are you okay? Are you so focused on your external, or are you so focused on material that you haven't taken the time to tell yourself that you love yourself, or ask yourself what you need at that time to feel better about life, where you're at and where you're going? Number 3 has to do with optimism and enthusiasm. Putting your intentions out there and staying as, optimistic and positive as possible, because that is what you're manifesting in regards to what, your intentions are. And staying enthusiastic about, the mysteries that and the unfolding process that happens after you set those intentions. Number 3 has to do with skills and talents. Finding your skills and talents, faith, hope, and charity, growth, expansion, and the principle of increase. Going back to what I was saying about preparing to take steps to increase your earning capacity. This is something that I'm working on right now. But if there are others of you that feel as though you could be making more or that you deserve more, now is the time to find a way to do that and prepare, to let those energies into your life. Number 3, like I said, talks about growth and expansion. And so now is the time for us to find ways to continue growing and continue expanding ourselves and expanding our businesses or whatever it is we decide aligns with us. Now with the number 8, this number talks about authority and personal power, which I feel like is the overall theme of life right now at this time. Taking our power back, taking the control back of our thoughts, our actions, and our emotions, and feeling, stable and grounded. Number 8 talks about self-confidence and confidence overall, externally, professionalism, material freedom, success, good judgment, money, abundance, manifesting wealth, and prosperity. So all of those things tie into, what I've been talking about. Truly indulging in your passions and your hobbies that could so easily turn into something that you end up doing for the rest of your life and ups your earning capacity to levels that you probably have never expected or even thought of for yourself, Now is the time to truly indulge in ourselves, invest in ourselves, and truly believe that we deserve the best and only the best, and continue working towards that. That aligns with who we are. Now, what the best is specific to each individual person, but the point is doing that self-reflection and finding what that is for you so that you can be your happiest at all times, so that you can feel stable, you can feel grounded, you can feel, fulfilled emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, everything, Finding that balance in all that you do so that you can feel aligned, so that you can feel your best self and you can strut through life so loving and so passionate and so confident about like I said, where you're at and where you're continuing to move to, because once you start, it's just, building block on building block, and you're going to continue to grow and thrive and ascend to ultimate heights. Believe in yourself and love yourself. And I feel like I will continue to say that through every single video that I post here on out. You know, everything that we do is all deeply rooted in the love that we have for ourselves. So if you're lacking it, then you're going to be lacking in many other aspects of your life. So you've got to find, that true unconditional love for you, who you are, how you act, how you speak, what you spend your time on, who you spend your time with, all of it, You've got to find that love and that contentment for it all. Because it's you. And if it truly aligns with you, you'll never doubt it. It'll never be something that you're feeling off or off balance about. Now what I want to do is something a little special. So now that we've moved, through the angel number, we talked about each individual number's strongest qualities and what the number does for us, and that message telling us that we need to keep going. I want to further expand that message with a new deck that I just got. It is a very, very large but very beautiful, beautiful deck. It is the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield. And I'll leave the name of this deck down below if you are interested in just looking into it or even purchasing it. But when I tell you, this has been such a magical experience, opening, connecting with, and starting to use these cards. Like, man, I can't wait to show you guys. I'll show you one card, but look at that. Look at how vivid it is, with the colors and the imagery. And then, it has a beautiful message on the card itself, but then such a large, expanded message in the book that just helps you out even more. I've only pulled a few cards from this deck, but I already know that I'm going to have such a love for this deck, using it, connecting, using it with other people, It's so beautiful. But let's get into it. I just want to pull one card for us to kind of further the message of the angel number. And yeah, I'll read the description of the card and I'll read from the book of whatever comes out. It'll be something special, so just get excited. Spirit, what card do you have for me and the collective at this time? What messages do you have for myself and the collective at this time to kind of expand on the angel number we just talked about? What card do you have for us in the collective? It's a bunch of cards that want to come out at this time. The best part about this deck is it takes a while for the cards to come out, but the card that comes out is just so beautiful. That's the best part to me. Just a surprise of seeing what'll come out. Spirit, what do you have for myself in the collective at this time? What further messages, advice, guidance do you have for us? What would you like to impart to us at this time? Anything, Spirit? Anything you want, ooh! Okay, I'm going to take this first card that flipped up. I love it so much. So the card that came up was this. And it says, enjoy the journey. Number 21. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you, for us, and around us. These changes are not only good, but necessary. So this is what I was saying, believing and truly trusting that whatever changes that you make in regards to your life at this time is something that you can truly believe in, and believe in the good, and you can stay hopeful and you can stay optimistic and stay positive about it, because like the card says, the changes are not only good, but they were so necessary for you. This is a time where we all need to take a step back from life and understand ourselves in a way that we know how to move forward as we're starting to transition back into something that is somewhat normal, I guess. And staying optimistic. That is just, I get that message through almost every number that I see. Keeping a positive mindset and keeping an optimistic mindset, while also staying patient. Because I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in the waiting that it kind of frustrates us a little bit, instead of seeing, the unfolding for what it is, and being grateful for the unfolding and everything that you experience leading up to it. Because in the end, what we end up achieving, what we end up receiving is so fulfilling, and it will be very fulfilling and very wonderful as long as you believe it in it and you continue keeping your thoughts and your actions aligned with each other. Bring your awareness into the now. Did I not just say that? Staying in the present moment, rather than focusing on the past or the future. I feel like we have to find a balance in staying in the present moment, because we can't 100% of the time be just in the present. We kind of have to sometimes think about our futures and, set those intentions for what we want and being specific about it, which is us, delving into the future. But remembering that whenever you're feeling lost, whenever you're feeling out of touch, that you can just take a deep breath into the present moment and everything will be okay. And everything will be okay moving forward too, I always do this and I feel so much better afterwards. Just re-grounding myself, deep breathing is so helpful, especially in times where you feel a little more out of control, Now, with this card, it's number 21. So when you add a 2 and a 1, it makes 3. And was 3 not the number that came up through the angel number today? That's like super wonderful how these cards are aligning with, or this card is aligning with the message. So, yes, if you're seeing sequences of 3s, or, 1 3, 2 3, 3 3, 4 3, like, really pay attention to that, because I think that it's your spirit guides or your angels or your higher powers really urging you to really remember what's important to you, remember what your goals are, and go for the finish line. Don't give up, because you were not made to give up. We were not made to give up on ourselves, and we were not made to give up on the world, And I have that constant message about taking care of ourselves and taking care of the planet and taking care of everyone around us, because we really do need to be there for each other. We have to be there for ourselves most importantly, but once you've got that mastered, then you can start, branching out and spreading that love and that positivity to everyone else. And when you're creative, when you're indulging in your passions, you're ultimately automatically in a great mood and putting out positive, loving energy. So really ask yourself the questions that you need at this time to understand who you are, what you want, and where you want to go. And I really, really am so grateful for this card. I'll just give you guys a little showing of it one more time. Enjoy the journey. In this card, I'm seeing literally every chakra present. So, staying grounded, having a loving heart, being open with your thoughts and your feelings, trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, listening to the messages that come through from your spirit guides, your angels, through your dreams, through the numbers, through that inner voice, your higher self trying to help you to understand who you are and what it is that you need to be doing right now to move in the right direction. But know that at this time, we are all on the right path and we're all doing the best that we can. Don't ever be too hard on yourself and don't beat yourself up, for making mistakes or for not understanding or grasping a concept that you feel like should be so easily, understandable. And just take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself and love yourself all the while moving forward from now. And like I said, if you are not feeling content with where you're at in your life right now, it is time for you to ask yourself those big questions. It's hard to change and it's hard to go through change, but know that it all happens for a reason and that it is for your highest good so that afterwards, the unfolding of the change, you can be your best, most happiest, fulfilled, positive, loving self, you know? You deserve to feel like that. I deserve to feel like that. We all deserve to have what it is that we truly want and desire in this life. So my question for you is what are you going to do moving forward from now to get there? I will ask myself these same questions tonight and moving forward from now so that I can truly align with my higher self. Because over these last few months, I have been following the guidance from my spirit guides and from my higher self, and the results from that have been literally life changing. I don't ever feel dramatic by saying things like that anymore because my life has taken a complete turn in the most beautiful and positive ways possible, and it is just continuing to go on like that because once it started and once I understood what was happening and I started putting out more loving and positive energy, I'm starting to attract all of those same things back to me, and I am so, so grateful for that, and I want that for you too. So trust these messages that came through today. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, and keep working hard because you're doing such an amazing job. And you are attracting success by being your happiest self. Your happiest thoughts will be your reality. Believe me, they will. And a very lucky time is coming in for a bunch of us right now. So stay patient, stay resilient, and stay strong. I love you and love yourself for who you are. Embrace yourself for who you are. And don't look back. I love you guys so much, and this is the end of the video. I really appreciate you coming here and listening and understanding and embracing my messages. I'm sending out as much love and as much light as I can at this time. And just know that I'm so grateful for you. And if you have any questions for me, if you would like a reading, if you would like anything from me, my email will be down in the description below, along with social media, the links to the website that I use to reference the angel numbers, the deck that I used in this video, and all that good stuff. I love you guys so much, and I will see you again soon. Love and light.